On the floor was tough. What did you enjoy the most about being in the sideline with the coaches, Yuri, Caitlin?
Yeah, like sideline when I was hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a great time over there. I think that we caused some ruckus over there, which was needed at times, probably not needed the majority of the time. But I think that's what makes this team so fun is that regardless of what we're going through, if it's injury, if it's personal stuff, that we always are just there for the betterment of the team. And I know you guys have heard us say multiple times, it's standard over feeling, it's we over me, but that's what's made it so fun is because we truly all kind of went 2 feet in with that. And sometimes that's what you need. When you're having a bad day of rehab or you got stuff going on, you just need your teammates to kind of lift you up. And so that's kind of what the bench mob was all about. We had a lot of fun. Of course, all of us hate being injured. Like, it just sucks being able to not do anything to help the team. But how freaking awesome that we got to be front row seats to watching girls that maybe no one knew about coming from overseas, picking up players that took on 5 Olympians, took them over, took them into overtime, and maybe if some calls went the other way, we could be in the finals right now. And so I'm just so proud of our team. It was a hell of a season, and it was quite fun being on the sideline, even though I gave the doctors a heart attack pretty much every time I jumped up and was cheering. So it was good.
Kind of when it comes to getting going, you posted after Game 5.
I knew you were going to say that.
But we're coming for everyone next season. Is it your hope that you stay in Indiana and come back?
I have loved being here, and I don't think that's news to anybody. I think that just being back in the Midwest and being around girls who you truly do love, like I've been in the league for 7 years and I've never been a part of a team like this. And so when you've been through this type of season together, when you're invested in each other's lives outside of basketball, of course you want to come back. I'm definitely going to be entertaining other teams, other offers, but my hope is that I've had a great time here and I'd like to continue that. But I also think with the new CBA, there's a lot on the line. And so I might be blonde, but I can't just not look at other opportunities. I'm going to be good today. I am, because I'm just tired of our league. They need to step up and be better. Our leadership from top to bottom needs to be held accountable. I think that there are a lot of people in the position of powers in the WNBA who they might be really great business people, but they don't know shit about basketball, and that's got to change. I said I was going to be good, and I just messed up. But I do. I think everyone's frustrated when NBA players from that side of things are reaching out to us, just like in awe of how terrible it is. Like, that's saying something. That is absolutely saying something when your counterpart is feeling bad for us because of how we're getting treated. I mean, come on. And that's from leadership. That's from, I'll just leave it there. From our leadership, it's just bad. When fans and players, especially players, when we're competing at the highest level and it's like a battlefield out there, when we're agreeing on the court because of how awful the officials are, like that's saying something. Like, listen to us. We're not going to come for your heads, but I think there is room for improvement to change the criteria when the whole league is asking for it. But when the leadership isn't doing anything about it, why? And so I think there's just frustration. The game's not fun to watch because everyone's just trying to kill each other, because that's how you're going to survive, or otherwise you get injured. I don't know. It just sucks. Our game is changing, and yeah, we want it to be physical, but at the same time, like, you still want to watch good basketball, and when they can't get that under control, it's not fun.
We're obviously still under contract with the team, but this team, the whole league, there's so much uncertainty with free agents like abound. Do you hope that this is that you guys can run back with mostly the same group, even though, again, so much uncertainty? And how do you, I guess, as one of the certainties of this process, approach an off season with so many question marks?
Yeah, honestly, I definitely would. I think this group was just so special, and you can always think about the what ifs, right? Like, what if half our squad didn't get hurt, or like, what if we had our point guards, and what if, and so it's really crazy. Like, I think about how far we made it this season with so much that happened, and just imagining what it would have been like with everyone being healthy. And I know our GM and our president are going to do a great job going into this off season. I'm excited to just be a vocal point, and just be able to communicate what I'm thinking, how I feel. But honestly, I'm excited for what's to come.
Tasha, as players kept going down, what did ultimately that bench mob
become for you? They were constantly feeding into players that could have just sat back, but constantly were pouring into you guys throughout the year.
Our bench ball was amazing. They kept the energy going. CC told me with the Black Forces and Brother Black Forces, that was amazing right there. But I give credit to our bench mob. They without them, I feel like we probably wouldn't be where we at because they, like you said, they poured so much into us, and we also poured into them as well. And they also kept the energy going for us. And they always make sure that what they see on the floor, and we come up the floor, they tell us like, this is what we see right here, and this is what you probably need to do next time you on the floor. So I give credit to our bench mob and also the player that was coming off the bench that was always ready for us. So they did a really amazing job.
Natasha, what team or player brought out the absolute best thing out of you this season?
This team, the Fever did, for real. They really brought out the veteran out of me, the leadership, being more vocal. Because I've been on multiple teams, but this group right here is completely special. Me just leading this team, they also followed. And that's one thing I didn't have to beg and say it over and over again to my teammates. They listened and they just did what they needed to do when I tell them what to do. So this is the most special team and special group that I've been on.
Jennifer, go ahead.
Hey, Aliyah.
Hi.
If you could send one message to the league about the Fevers going into next season, what would it be?
One message to the league about the Fever?
Yes.
Be ready. Be ready. I think this year we showed a lot about what we're capable of, and we didn't even have our full squad at full strength. And so that's it. Be ready. Oh my gosh,
Free agent, having an off season ahead of you. There's obviously uncertainty across the board, across the league. Have you put any thought into what you think you might wish for 2026 for yourself, whether you'd like to be back or anything along those lines?
I hope we got a league. So I hope that when it's all said and done, we can, have a season period for all the girls, for every person that's, aspirations to be in the league and be the W. I think for one, that's the start, being on the same page with that, bless you. Being on the same page for that in the comments is, making sure we have a league to start. No matter what happens, having a league is kind of big for us. I think individually for me, I'm gonna take my time, figure out what my family needs. Losing a parent is a big shift. And so, I take in consideration how my mom feels now. I take in consideration how my siblings and, my intermediate family. My dad's mom is still alive, my grandmother, and so that's big for me. And so, family is big for me. And so I think talking to them and figuring out what's best for us and for what I need internally is always going to be important. And I think that takes time. But I will say to Indiana Fever, 8 years, it's going to be a lot to talk about because I have so much love and so much aspiration for this place. And I think when the time is right, the great conversations will be had. But Indy is my second family and everything I've been through the last 8 years. I don't think Indianapolis, Indiana. I don't think there's any other place that was greater for me, the growth and all that. So I think the right conversations will be had, and when it's time, I guess we'll all know.